There's growing speculation that BlackRock may be positioning itself to enter the XRP space, sparked by rumors and unconfirmed sources, including a claim from someone known as Peas, altcoin Barley, who mentioned having coffee with a BlackRock contact in LA. This contact allegedly pointed to two important dates, May 1st and June 9th, though the exact significance of these dates remains unclear. Some believe they may relate to strategic moves or filings connected to crypto adoption. Alongside this, there's heightened global uncertainty, with recent widespread power outages affecting parts of Europe. Countries like France, Belgium, southern Italy, Spain, and Portugal have reportedly gone dark, leading to concerns about infrastructure sabotage or a prelude to a broader geopolitical or financial reset. Theories range from cyber attacks to intentional stress tests in preparation for the Great Restart, a concept gaining traction as debt levels globally, especially in the U-bubbly spiral, out of control. The U.S. debt stands at around $37 trillion today and is projected to nearly double within 2 decades. That kind of unsustainable growth could eventually cause major economic disruptions unless a new global financial system emerges. Bill Gross, founder of PIMCO, the world's largest bond investment firm, recently advised against buying government bonds paper assets and instead encouraged investment in hard assets, a dramatic shift that bond signals serious underlying concerns. As macroeconomic uncertainty grows, attention is also turning to digital assets like XRP, which remains puzzlingly stagnant in price despite growing institutional interest and use cases. Jake Claver points out that dark pools, private trading venues used by institutions to make large trades without revealing their strategies to the public, may be to blame. These dark pools allow for silent accumulation and limit immediate price spikes, creating the illusion of market inactivity while major players quietly build positions. Eventually, when enough pressure builds and supply tightens, these hidden accumulations could trigger explosive price movements. Companies like Connex, Kraken, and Sox are already offering institutional-grade dark pool services, allowing hedge funds, family offices, and even sovereign entities to enter crypto markets discreetly. There are also decentralized protocols like REN that support autonomous versions of these operations. The key takeaway is that while retail investors see stagnation, institutional capital is quietly setting the stage for massive changes, not only in digital assets like XRP, but in the broader global gacha financial system. From stablecoin developments involving MasterCard to changes in public figures like David Schwartz adopting more militaristic profile pictures, many see signs that we're on the edge of a major paradigm shift economically, technologically, and perhaps geopolitically. Are these coincidences, or part of a coordinated shift toward a new financial order? That's the big question many are starting to ask. A lot is going on behind the scenes in the XRP market, even if it doesn't look that way on the surface. Right now, it seems like prices are holding steady, and the broader public market isn't giving any clear signals, but that's not telling the full story. Big buyers, including institutions and possibly even governments, are quietly accumulating large amounts of XRP through dark pools, which are private exchanges where trades don't immediately impact public market prices. This keeps the price relatively stable, hiding the true demand. In contrast, when large purchases happen in the public market, the price typically spikes because it's visible to everyone. Right now, the average retail investor might not feel excited or worried, and they might be missing the signs of something much bigger building up. While everyday investors are losing interest and moving on, assuming nothing major will happen, there are others like institutional buyers, businesses, and even potentially big-name firms like BlackRock that may be positioning themselves to benefit when the price finally breaks out. The current period is marked by skepticism, frustration, and disbelief, especially with how opaque dark pool activity can be. But ironically, that hidden accumulation could set the stage for a massive move upward once supply dries up. If dark pools become empty and public markets can no longer fulfill demand, prices will need to adjust rapidly, and that's when we might see a vertical surge in XRP's value, potentially doubling, tripling, or more in a short window. These types of delayed reactions are common with dark pool activity because the market doesn't see the buildup until the floodgates open. May 1st, for example, aligns with Ripple's scheduled release of 1 billion XRP from escrow, a regular event that hasn't caused major price drops in the past, likely because much of that XRP gets absorbed behind the scenes. If Ripple or other large holders are quietly setting aside large amounts of XRP, it could mean they're preparing for a major shift. Some speculate that players like BlackRock may be preparing for an XRP ETF or similar financial product, which would require them to hold massive quantities of the token. If such moves come to fruition, Ripple could even have the power to set favorable terms for bulk XRP sales, potentially even discounting them for strategic partners like governments or institutions. In an extreme hypothetical, if a government like the US were to partner with Ripple to leverage XRP for financial restructuring, such as addressing national debt through digital assets, the resulting demand shock could skyrocket the price well beyond current levels, even past $1,000 in theory. While such a scenario remains speculative and unlikely due to political focus on Bitcoin and traditional finance, it's clear that XRP's future may hinge on a handful of strategic shifts that many bull people currently overlook. Those who stay patient and informed during this slow, quiet phase might end up being the biggest beneficiaries when the real move begins.